Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Shelly over Crafty Cottage Dreams, and I'm back for my second video for my Tall Fabric Savannah Rose journals. Like I said in my previous video, I showed my Tall Fabric Savannah Rose journal number 1. I used the Journalosity shop, Sharon over at the Journalosity shop. Here I used her French documents. And I also used Heather, Ruby and Pearl, her vintage photo collection of the sweet little children. I love them. So, if you haven't seen my first video, I'm not gonna like go in a lot of detail. If you've seen my first video for my Tall Fabric Savannah Rose journal, then you know. And what else? I'm not sure. Anyway, I just ran a blank. So I'm going to get started. The reason why I wanted to do it all separately is only because of the sheer fact so I do not get confused. They're very similar. However, they're different too because I've used different ephemera and so on and so forth. So it is wrapped in this beautiful pink lace. I love it. It's stretchy, so it slides on really nicely. And here she is. And the front cover is, of course, using Sharon's French document. And I love it. It's printed off from my fabric sheets. And it's just so pretty. And I love all the lace stuff hanging out. And here is the back. Again, we have this vintage lace that I used. We added a rose here, a fabric rose. And this rose is also done in fabric. Some metal photo corners there. Some vintage lace up here. I did hand stitch around. And how about we just get into it? So I'm going to go really rather quickly. And I also use some German documents. I'm pretty sure they're in German. I'm not entirely sure, but I've had them for some time now, so I just wanted to use them up. So again, these are relatively the same as my first video. They are done in my fabric sheets. So I just figured I would print these out, and I didn't take the backing off and use them as is, so you guys can play around, add them to the journal if you like, or to another journal. I have this receipt here. I wanted to use those up, so I used them in my 3 journals. I added some vintage lace with some bling. And this is a lace pocket. Some vintage lace here on a small little mini Tim Holtz pen. Some lace here. Of course, my beautiful fabric clusters. We have some vintage lace here. And I'm gonna go through this quickly. We have this image of this beautiful rose with my vintage tape. Some lace up here. Certainly journal in the back. Here's another beautiful image of some roses. And of course, I stenciled using my rose stencils. This is that German document, and I love, it's kind of like parchment paper, but I use my vintage tape. We have a beautiful rose here with some vintage tape. And my lace swatch tag, which I distressed in spun sugar. I love that image. Some sari silk up here from my French book page. for my French book, I should say. It's French. Isn't that a beautiful image? Some lace here. Some beautiful lace along the side here. I love my clusters with some bling. We have a beautiful tag here of roses, some vintage lace, certainly journal in the back. Right now, blueberry and lemon. I love the texture. They're being really good. They're being pretty quiet, so I'm trying to get through this quickly before they start up again. I have another lace swatch tag, and that's the center. Some beautiful vintage lace on the side here. Plenty of room to journal on and still add. I have this beautiful sticker with vintage tape. I love it. I love that on the page. Another lace swatch tag. And then in the back here, I added one of those letters. Some lace here. And this is dated, not really sure, September 18th. $1935. And it's just a letter to Miss Doris Baxter. Yeah, 1935. And I have so many of these, so I just figured I would add it. I love that tag. Those were fun to make. And this is from a book page, this image. I have so many. I just love the image, so I added it. We have this beautiful rose tag. Some antique lace up there. And of course, my vintage tape. I love the way they look in the journals. And here, I added that rose and I coffee dyed it, applique. It's in the back page here. And here is I added a fabric pocket. Backed it with some of my vintage ledger, sample stamp, some lace. And here are some beautiful rose tags. Here are Tim Holtz. I have so many that I wanted to use them up. And that is journal number, my tall fabric journal. Savannah Rose journal number 2. And that is it. I have one more journal, ladies. And it's journal number 3, but I think I will do that one tomorrow. I really don't want to bombard you guys with 3 videos in one day. But yeah, so that is journal number 2. And yeah, guys, thank you for joining me. And all the links will be listed down below. And I will see you tomorrow for my Tall Fabric Savannah Rose journal number 3. Thank you. This will also be listed in my Etsy shop if anybody is interested. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Bye-bye.